So Andrew, Sarah, baby Cecilia and also India, who's 3. Hello. Join us now in the studio to talk more about this. And it just seems incredible that, Andrew, thanks to you watching ER, you knew what to do to save Cecilia's life.
Yeah, it was, I think it's something that anybody would have done, really, in that situation. It all happened so quick. Sarah went into labour, we got into the car.
At that point, you're thinking, oh, we've got enough time. So you're thinking, yeah, we've got enough time. Or were you under pressure? Were you thinking?
Funnily enough, with India's birth, they said I'd have to have a home birth, but the midwife didn't mention it. So I was thinking, oh, I've got plenty of time. Obviously not.
So you were quite relaxed at that stage.
Yes.
And then what happened?
When we was in the car, we was probably not even a mile away from the house, and Andrew described it, or it made me laugh. Andrew described it as a bucket of water just going into the footwell, and then Cecilia slid out quite literally a couple of seconds afterwards.
As quickly and as simply as that?
Yes.
It was all over in a couple of seconds. It was so quick.
But you realised something was wrong?
Yeah, because I was still driving at the time.
And Cecilia sitting in the footwell of the passenger seat?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've just given birth.
Exactly. So I pulled over, I picked Cecilia up, and she was blue and purple, lifeless, not moving. And then you just search your memory banks on what to do, because we were both screaming at each other at the time. Yeah. And I remembered something from ER, a procedure where a doctor was patting the back of a baby.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, and she coughed, some fluid came out of her mouth, and then she cried.
Oh.
And suddenly, was that the moment you could relax and actually, or were you still thinking?
I didn't even know all of that had happened. I was still in shock that she'd literally just
so you
slid
didn't
out.
Realise. And when you realised then what had happened, that he'd saved Cecilia's life?
Yeah, it was a week after that I'd realised.
Oh.
Seriously? Yeah. So you didn't even get the credit at the time? Typical.
So, by the way,
yeah.
thanks to my medical expertise, but I mean, you must be thinking, great, I'll get him to watch more. I mean, what other shows are you watching? Are you an expert at anything else? You know, any crime dramas or?
The thing is, it was just something that I'd watched on TV, and I think anybody in my situation or our situation, you know, would have done the same.
Well, look, it's an extraordinary story. Thank you so much for coming and sharing it with us. You look at her there, and you wouldn't think she could cause a problem ever.
Oh, adorable.
Could she? And India, thank you for coming to see us as well.
Thank you.
Oh.
Gorgeous stuff. Lovely to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.